everybody. It's so lovely to see you. Thundersley is back and in action. And to start off the beginning of this, or the rest of this year, we have the lovely Lizzie, who is a working medium but has come in to practice her online mediumship. Hello, Lizzie. Lovely to meet you properly. Hello.
Lovely to see you online properly.
Lovely.
To be here.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Lizzie, I'm loving your energy instantly, Lizzie. This is going to be a good night. Spirit is ready. So good evening. So Lizzie, what we do is we do some hellos along with the comments, so you can obviously get a bit familiar to see how it works. So I can see that we've got the lovely Dee. I know she's a wonderful supporter of the church. Hello, Gemma. Lovely to see you as well. So obviously we haven't been on for a little while. So what I will ask for you, those that are watching, please give Thundersley a share out with your friends and family on Facebook. I have shared it to my page, so hopefully we will get some more people to come on board. So if you're new to Thundersley Presents, first of all, hello, I'm Claire. Hello, Nina. Nina's here as well. I'm Claire. Hello, Jenny. Sorry, I get distracted, by the way, Lizzie. You just get used. I'll look at the hellos and come back. So good evening. It's only because I know most of the people that's jumped on. So good evening. I am Claire. I'm a spiritual medium. Also, I work on various digital platforms, and I have the honour of supporting Thundersley in helping mediums grow on the digital platform. So Lizzie, as I said, is a working medium, and she would like to have a go at doing digital platform work. And it's a lovely safe space for us to work with spirit, to work with you lovely people who are watching, and obviously Lizzie to have a go. So Lizzie, have you done any digital before, or are you completely fresh out the bag for this one?
I'm pretty much fresh out the bag. I've done quite a lot of Zoom where I can see faces, so I'm okay with online that way, but I haven't had to rely on a chat box before, so new out the bag for that.
Excellent. Well, that's brilliant that you've already but you've already been working on a Zoom level. I find this is absolutely an amazing platform because it truly shows the power of spirit. There isn't anybody to say, oh, you're reading the individual, you're picking up the cues. You truly are having that link and connection, that honest, true link and connection with spirit. And therefore, put yourself at a little bit of out of your comfort zone, because you're like, you better make me look good. Don't make me look like a fool, and putting that full trust in. But as I said, online is amazing because it does allow us to truly show the gift of mediumship. So as I said, we've got some lovely people on. We've got about 11 people on at the moment, but I can see that we've got the lovely Jenny. We've also got Cheryl. We've got Julie Z. I know she's Julie Zachariah, but she's known as Julie Z, and I've known her for 5 years, so she's just Julie Z to me. And obviously we've got Dee. So for you that are new to Thundersley Present, what's going to happen is I'm not going to go straight into mediumship. That's what Lizzie's here for. Lizzie will ask for spirit to work with her. Now, that might mean that Lizzie comes directly to you. It may well be that the person starts presenting themselves to her, and then Lizzie's just going to have to give you the information. Remember, it is all about catchphrase, say what you see. If Lizzie does, regardless which way she comes with you, I ask you, remember, she is developing her online mediumship. She already is a medium, so it's not a case of developing mediumship. If she does come and work with you, please can you make sure that you come back with comments? Yes and no is great, but if Lizzie's on a roll, she needs to know what yes and no means too. So it helps Lizzie make that connection with spirit, understand, because they sometimes change symbolism, maybe feelings, emotions. So if she does come to you, or you're able to take the individual, please come back. This isn't a case of sort of feeling like you can't feed the medium. In this case, you're welcome to, because Lizzie will just be going at it. She'll be passing over the information. So having that reassurance back will be amazing for her. And I know Spirit's going to look after her. I may well jump in, but as I said, this isn't about me doing my mediumship. This is about supporting Lizzie. And you will see my co-boss, Rob. I don't know why I want to sing. It's because I know there's people in spirit world that are coming through as well. You'll see my lovely Rob, our lovely Rob as co-boss. he'll be keeping an eye on the comments, posting them up for you, and also just giving you gentle nudges to please remember to mention what you're replying to. And as we've got Rob's always the red car. Right, Lizzie, that's enough of me talking. We've got lots of people coming on now. We've got a good few people, about 16 people. So, Lizzie, I'm going to be quiet and allow you to start working with spirit. As if you've got somebody here. That is.
Thank you, Claire. What the hell did I sign up for this for, honestly? But let's go. So thank you everyone for joining me and Claire tonight. And the way I like to sort of work is I don't go direct to a name. So I sometimes get names and it'll be around the person or be around you. I sometimes get numbers and that will be an age, hopefully. Let's see where spirit go with me for tonight. And I can sometimes get the family relationship. So let me see where I go with this. And if you can just shout out in the chat box if you can take anything I'm taking, and just let me waffle on as I do that. So just before I joined then, let me just start off with this then. So just before I logged on, I had a chap join me, and I believe this is going to be a granddad. Not sure which side of the family yet. So he's either come along just to give me support, or I feel I've got somebody's granddad here. Maybe his brother. Can anyone take the name Bill, please, or Billy? So I do feel I'm going up 2 generations, and I do feel that there's a gentleman here. He doesn't feel to be very tall, so I'm going to say less than 5'9", less than 5'9". So if anything that means anything to anyone, please do shout out there. He feels to be a very calm gentleman. He feels to be very grounded. Quite a smiley chap, although I think sometimes he would have some low moods at times. Does that mean anything to anyone out there, please? So the name Bill may be around him, maybe not his name, but that may be... Sorry, I thought somebody's jumping in saying that there. And I feel dark hair as well. I feel dark hair around him. Does that mean anything to anyone? Please. So
for those, whilst Lizzie, because I'm trying not to get involved, shall I say, because I know what spirit's like with me. So remember, Lizzie is working. If you just jumped on, we're just starting to build her confidence with her mediumship on a digital platform. So if you are able to resonate with the name Bill or Billy, Lizzie, would you say Bill or Billy is the granddad, or would you say when you get named, are they just names of people in spirit?
No, they're going to be directed to the person I'm talking about. So not just a random Billy, not Milkman's son, and anything like that. It'll be something to do with the person I'm describing. So hopefully.
You're lucky. Shy at that. They just throw names at me at times.
No, I'll get that as it goes on. I do just get names thrown out. Just a start off, hopefully.
Okay, so Coral says that she can understand.
Okay. Which bits can't you take, please, Coral? Getting your fingers typing there. So as he stands there, he feels just to be a very calm man. He feels to be very settled and very placid. Although I think underneath he would have had the ability to fly off the handle occasionally, but I don't think many people ever saw it. That's why I have to wait to see what types back.
This is where it is a bit slow, so you might want to just keep on going and Coral can catch up with you.
He's coming in wearing blue, whether that's relevant for you at all. And I believe he was somebody who liked being outdoors as well. So I do believe he liked being out and about in nature or near lakes or something like that. The name Jackie may resonate as well, being around him, which may be someone around him. I think I might be going down a generation when I say that. So let me just reiterate then, if you just give us a thumbs up if you can take this then. So as he comes forward, he does feel very calm. So apologies for repeating now, but he feel very calm and very placid and very patient. He comes through as being a really steadying influence, and I believe he's bringing that around you at the moment. So I don't know if you've got some wobbles happening in life at the moment that he's bringing in that sense of calmness. I don't feel he was a big talker. I don't feel he was somebody who he wouldn't walk into a room and command the conversation. He would be somebody who would walk in and be quite quiet and in the corner, but be fairly observant, if that would make sense for you, please, because he would be aware of what was happening around, and quick to smile, but not somebody who would do an outlaw. Where am I getting that one? Loud roaring laugh. He's not like that. He's somebody who would kind of just have a smile on his face and just enjoy the repartee. I'm saying that word, so maybe that's relevant for you. I'm just asking. I don't feel he made massively old bones. I don't feel he can I get an age? I think I want to put him around 70. If 70 would resonate for you, maybe 70 to 79, I feel. In terms of, I feel he was somebody who continued to be quite sprightly and quite fit and quite mobile. I'm not sure you would have seen him being stepping into the role of being an older man, if that makes sense for you. You're taking this bit for me, Cole. Can I read that, Cole?
She said yes so far to everything. We're up to yes to about age. I've been keeping an eye on the comments. So yes, up to about the age part.
Okay. The name Jackie is being given to me again, so I feel Jackie is going to be around him somewhere, and I do feel I'm going down a generation. So if it's your dad, then somewhere along your generation maybe, but I'm feeling more niece or cousin's daughter, as it were. Thank you, 80 now. Can I ask, did he work anything to do with a shop at all? Because I keep being shown somebody I know who owned a shop, and I feel a shop may be relevant. I want to talk about it being like a mini mart or something. Can you take that? Because I'm not sure now if I'm getting into a metaphor or if that seems about right. But I feel he was somebody who would have had something to do with customer facing. I'm also being aware to say that he might have liked. Oh, okay. Oh, isn't that funny? I started off with a milkman. Oh, isn't that funny? I said at the beginning, I'm not going to give you the name of the milkman. There we go. Thank you. So I do feel then, there was the customer facing, the one-on-one customer facing there. And I do believe there might be something around fishing for him as well. I feel I want to put a fishing rod in his hands and standing near a lake and casting off and sort of going there for solitude. Or if not, he was certainly a man who did like his own company, as I tune in with him. He lets me know that as he was growing up, I feel that there were other men around, as if he had brothers. I feel he was in, he had support of men who is his age, or boys who is his age. Or if not, I'm getting into early teens, just when he felt very supported. And I feel that when he was, when he's a lovely gentleman, when he's with a small crowd, he really does kind of come into his own. You really do see him relaxed and sharing banter. The crowd as the is that lots of brothers? Yeah. The crowd as he sorry, let me start that again. He does really enjoy being in a smaller crowd, and that's when he has his repartee and his jokes that would come out. When he's in a larger crowd, he really is very respectful to other people's opinions. You're not going to see him running anyone down. He was a real gentleman. He was a real gentleman, and he's not going to run anyone down. And in fact, I believe that was one of his traits, actually. I believe that if he saw somebody being rude or disrespectful, particularly to women, actually it was one of the things that would make him fire up and would make him get quite much on his soapbox and get quite irate. And I feel there he seems to be giving me a story of a time when he had words and a dispute with a gentleman, actually. He's showing me this gentleman. I believe it's a member of the public. I don't believe it's a relative. When he had words, and I don't know if you can take this for me, please. I don't know if this is something you saw when he stepped in to rescue and to sort out a situation on behalf of a man having go at a woman. Yeah, so he didn't like bullying. Yeah, and I feel that even though he was a really calm and placid man, that's when you would see him lose his temper a bit. And when I said about he had sort of a little bubble underneath, they're the sort of things that would get him absolutely flying off his rocker, as it were, and saying what. Can you take the name of Fred, please? I'm being given the name Fred, and I believe again this will be around him. And if you can take the name Jack, please, as well. And I believe again I'm looking at his generation here, so I'm looking at somebody along his generation. I'm cool because he's still showing me the scene where he was sticking up for somebody, and I'm not sure if this is somebody he knew or if it's a scene you can take. But the gentleman that I'm seeing is a 6 foot man and going kind of balding, some sort of scraps of hair. I'm sure there's a better way of describing it, sorry. Some scraps of hair. And I believe that gentleman is called Fred, if you can take that. I can't decide if Fred is a relation of yours or not. Can I ask, is he a cousin of your dad? Please, a brother or a cousin? I can't decide if I'm describing a scene that I'm seeing or whether or not this is something that's coming forward for spirit for you. I'm also hearing the name Elliot. The name Elliot is being given to me, which feels like it's around him. Okay, thank you. And I feel so. His friend, then I forgot what name he was now, but I feel now that his friend is the person he had that little argument with. And I feel that he's laughing about it now, although I think you probably heard quite a lot about it over a few months there as he was talking. I'm asking your dad if he's got anything to offer you as a gift or anything, and he's pulling out a box, and it's got a gift bow on it. It's a red or green. It keeps changing. Red, green box. And there's a gold bow on it. Sometimes when I get a gift, this means that it's around a birthday for you, or there's a reason for it. I don't think it's early for Christmas. I don't think I'm getting an early Christmas present for you. He's giving you an alarm clock. I'm seeing an alarm clock. It's one of those wind-up ones. It's in that box. So if there's a joke around that or a story around that, if I can leave that one with you. He's certainly laughing. He's not giving me any more details about it. And the name, did I give this earlier? And the name Ron is being given to me again as well. So if I can offer you the name Ron, which I believe is going to be around your dad, Ron and Fred. Yes. And if I can leave his love with you and say thank you for stepping forward for me, Cole.
Yay! Well done, Lizzie. You've done your first one. Massive congratulations. And well done. And thank you, Coral, for feeding back with the yeses to help Lizzie know where she was going. How did you find that, Lizzie? Did it feel different, or did you feel quite relaxed? You came across as very, very relaxed and very sure of what you were saying.
Yeah, no, he was coming through really strongly. So hopefully Cole can take enough of the details there. I don't know what the alarm clock's all about, but yeah, it's definitely there. You're setting the alarm clock for you. So yeah.
Excellent. And Coral's added a bit more, saying Mum and Nana's birthday. Mum wanted a ring. He bought a phone, and Ron's the brother-in-law. So super well done. Excellent, Lizzie. Always helps when you get one that's a chinwagger that likes to have a chat. It always makes life easier. It's the ones that pop in and walk off on you. And you know what it's like when you're in church and they do that. And you're like, where are you? Don't do this to me. But it's worse when you're in church because you're like, oh my days, when you're online. So that's amazing. So those that have jumped on, we are back. Thundersley Presents. Rob and I are back with our monthly Thundersley Presents, where we like to give a safe space to working mediums who want to build up their social platform, their digital platform type of mediumship, because online mediumship is slightly different to face. There is the link, the connection, spirit doesn't change, but how you may well make the link and connection with us on this earthly plane is a little bit different. So please, if at any time when Lizzie's working with you or bringing somebody through and she does come through with you, just be mindful that Lizzie is working in a new area of her mediumship. She's a working medium, but is obviously developing on her own side. So, Lizzie, do you have anybody else out there? Is anybody else out there?
So a lady has stepped forward for me, and I believe the name Jackie is going to resonate for this lady. Again, it's going to be around her or around her somewhere, or her name indeed. Let me think about this lady. I can't quite get an age at the moment, so I'm going to give a bit of a random 50 to 70 at the moment, although it will start narrowing down hopefully. But she's got blonde hair, blondish brown hair, and quite a slim build. I don't want to put her at being more than 5'5", I think 5'5", and quite a slim build and quite a busy lady. She's on the go quite a lot. I feel what relationship am I going? I feel I'm going to say closer to towards 60, 50 and 60. I feel this lady. So the blonde hair, let me see if I can describe this a bit better. So it feels like it's shoulder length, but she would wear it up sometimes. She wasn't somebody who had perfectly manicured hair. It'd look sort of curly, it would look there, and that was her actually. As I talk now, that was her personality. She was a bubbly lady. She was a talker. She liked talking as well. So she's a bubbly lady. She liked talking. I feel that towards the time when she went to spirit, you might have noticed that she lost some weight. Oh, okay. So I was looking at this. So it's Jackie that's come forward and taking this. Okay, so maybe that's where I'm getting the name Jackie from then. I don't feel I'm going up more than one generator. I'm either along your generation or I'm going up along your mum's generation. So this could be on your mum's side, actually. I feel I want to be talking about either her being a auntie, a cousin, or a friend. An auntie, cousin, or a friend. I'm on that diagonal, that triangle. Does that mean anything to you, please, Jackie? As I tune into her, she feels that she was quite a worried lady. Underneath her busyness, she had a bit of an anxiety. Okay, let me see who's going with this then. So underneath, I feel that she would have had a bit of an anxiety, and that was some of the busyness that kept her going. I think deep down, she on the surface, she was quite a bubbly lady, but deep down, I feel that she had some lower moods at times. You may not have known about them, but at times she had a bit of a lower mood, where she would kind of lock herself in the house and do a bit, as we all do a bit of Netflix and a bit of chocolate and hide herself away in front of the TV. And that was her getting back on her path. Again, I hear the name Ron being around her. So there may be a Ron that's around her in her life somewhere. So I'm between Lisa and Jackie. I'm being given chocolate again. Is there a memory, please, around a particular bar of chocolate? There's something about chocolate, and I feel that will be a memory link that will help me decide who I'm definitely with.
Looks like you got Jackie, because Jackie can take your on as well, and she can take your low moods. Well done.
I feel as I connect in with this lovely lady. She's let me know about the kind of low moods and the anxiety that would be around her, but she would absolutely always do anything for anyone. I feel that she is somebody who would hold the key to other people's houses because everyone trusted her to do the things. And as I talk about this, I feel I want to be bringing a cat in. Something about a cat sitting feels like it's being given to me. In terms of, sorry. I feel that she is somebody who struggled with ill health for a while, but she would be somebody who didn't go to the doctors. And I feel that by the time she went to the doctors, it was a bit more of a serious diagnosis than she perhaps expected to hear. If you can take that, please, Jackie. I almost feel like I'm I almost feel like I'm talking about a cancerous condition, actually, in terms of what took her to spirit. She's somebody who may have experienced some side effects of her illness. However, she didn't complain about it. She'd never let anyone know that there was a problem. Yeah, thank you. I'm feeding slightly off what you just typed, I think, but she did put everyone else's needs first, because I really am seeing the cat. I'm seeing a key to other people's houses. She would run around and be looking after other people. I think, though, she also carried a fear of doctors, actually, and as she's coming into me now, I feel that she had a fear of medics, and that stopped her from actually booking in an appointment. I mean, who gets an appointment these days anyway? But I feel that stopped her from booking an appointment. The number 59 feels like it's relevant for me now, so she may have been around the age of 59 when she went to spirit, or 69. I've just heard now as well, 59 or 69. She actually wants me to kind of move away from the any of the illness stuff, really. Although she does let me know she did struggle a bit with her health, and the fact that she was quite so bothered by doctors and all of that sort of thing. It felt quite a difficult thing for her, but she was a very independent lady. She wanted to do this on her own. She didn't feel that she wanted to do it with anyone else. She wants me to talk about happier things. She wants me to get away off the medical stuff, because she didn't like talking about it when she was here. So why would I want to talk about it while she's in spirit? So she wants to talk about shopping. She loved shopping. She loved going to the local shops. She loved seeing the community and moving around. Her best days were where it was a blue sky day, and she showed me a park. She walks through a park, and I believe there's a duck pond in the park. If you can take there's a pond of some sort in a park. And sometimes when I get this image, I want to talk about, this is where she goes to remember another relative who's passed to spirit. If you can take that, please. I don't know if this is about a park where ashes were, what do you do with them? Spread them, bury them, spread them. Does a park resonate for you, please, Jackie? For what it's worth, because I know we're online. Actually, I don't even know if you're in this area, but I'm seeing Lee Library Gardens, actually, whether that's relevant as I talk about this. But she talks about the sort of the busyness of moving around, and oh, okay, that sort of park. Fantastic, thank you. She talks to me about the peace that you can get from being outside and being in nature. And when she was having difficult days, so yes, she did some days where she would pull the door and not let anyone in and all that sort of stuff, as we all do. But however, her peace and sanctuary came from also being outside. And her peace and sanctuary came from being outside and feeling or hearing the wind in the trees, etc. She hated winter. And she tells me that you may. Does this resonate for you, please? I want to talk about sad. I feel that she experienced a bit of sad when it was winter time, when the dark nights closed in, and that did nothing for her sort of mood. If I can leave her love with you, she's I hear her laugh. She had a very distinctive laugh, didn't she? Because when she was happy, she really could relax and throw her head back and really just relax and enjoy people's company. I believe she was a giggler, and she loved hearing stories, sometime about people's misfortune. I believe if somebody had a little trip and a stumble in life, that would make her giggle. And I feel actually she's saying that she does this with you as well. So I think she's outing you as somebody who likes a bit of a giggle as well. And I feel that you will have a shared memory of laughing at somebody who tripped over, fell over. Can you take that, please? There's something she's given me there where she has a specific memory of giggling with you. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. If I can leave her love with you, please, and say thank you for working with me. Thank you for stepping forward.
Yes, Lizzie, you sure you need me tonight? You're doing absolutely amazing. Super, super well done. So, Lizzie, do you have a social media page? Do you offer one-to-one readings? I know you've mentioned that you've done some Zoom readings. So, how do you work? Like I said, churches, centres. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Give yourself a break from mediumship for a few weeks.
Give yourself time off. So I do sort of platform churches. I do a few. I'm actually quite new to doing mediumship. So I've done it for circles for years. But I'm actually quite new to stepping up and put my hand up and saying hello. So so I've got a website. Yep, you can have a look at that. My surname's Wildwood, Lizzie Wildwood. And yeah, you can follow me on there. It's all quite, me having a bit of fun with it, really. So
that's all right. That gives Rob a job to do now. So Rob's going to go and find your post, and then he'll be able to post it on his. We give Rob a couple of jobs, because otherwise you're doing my job for me, and he'll be doing nothing. Between the two of us, you're doing an amazing job. So Lizzie, did you want to go again? Did you have somebody else? Did you want a little break? What would you like to do? It's your show. I'm just your companion.
Let me see if anyone comes in. I feel there's a lad stepping forward for me. Wow, my website works. You can find it. I'm actually quite amazed at it. It's actually quite new. So a lad is stepping forward for me, and I want to put him as being. My first thought is 14, but I'm going to say between 11 and 16. The name Jeremy may resonate around him. It's an unusual name. Jeremy, Jez. So I feel he went to Spirit quite quickly. He was here one moment, he was there the next. I can feel him, I can't see him yet, so I can't do a description. Blondish, brownish hair, flat to the head going forward a bit. And I feel he went to Spirit through an accident. I do feel that. Does this resonate with anyone, please? The name Jeremy, I'm going to hold to the side slightly, because I'm not 100% sure on that one. But I believe it will be somewhere in his family. I feel he was quite a tall lad. I want to put him as, not very good at heights here. I want to put him at sort of, for his age, he was quite tall. So I want to put him as kind of a 5'7", tall, skinny lad. Quite quiet. Very warm, really cared about people. Although I think he had a touch causing a bit of havoc in his life as well. And he kind of laughs to me as he says that. Does that mean anything to anyone, please? The name David may resonate as well. I do feel a car may be relevant here.
So Lizzie, don't worry if nobody can take your young man. Just continue to work with him, because we have had many occasions where somebody's come and watched this on a replay, and then they've reached out to Thundersley in the evening and then said, this makes sense to me. So don't fret. Sometimes they like to leave messages. So just continue, and then obviously if anybody can resonate with this young man, doesn't have to be directly linked to you, it can be through a family friend. Sometimes you're going to be the messenger along with Lizzie. So if anybody can resonate. I know Donna's just asked how old-ish.
I'm feeling 14, 15, might be just before his 15th birthday. He feels to be somebody who, so let me go through this. When he was younger, he quite liked studying. He quite liked school. Might have gone a bit skew with as he got a bit older there. I do see him being tall. He emphasised how thin he is. I believe that cricket may have been no, hold on a sec. Sport. He likes sport. Forget cricket. He likes sport. And in terms of it, he was one of the quieter lads. Although would be somebody who had the ideas. He would have the ideas for causing a bit of mayhem within his crowd. He makes me feel that he had a very tight crowd of friends. Jonathan, actually, rather than Jeremy, I might give it a Jonathan. John or a Jonathan. And I am feeling he went to spirit quite quickly. I do feel that there may be a car around there somewhere. He lets me know that he wasn't a particular risk taker, although, sorry, let me say that again. He wasn't a particular risk taker. And when he went to spirit, though, people were kind of maybe assuming that he was a risk taker because of how things had unfolded on that night. But I feel it was very much an accident. He's emphasising it was very much an accident. He didn't intend for anything to happen. And I feel that may be some words of comfort there. I do feel the name John is being given to me again. I do feel the name John is being relevant. As I connect further in with this lovely lad, he was somebody who had a lovely smile and very gentle. His bravado didn't. Sorry, let me say that again. He had a bravado about him, which meant that people didn't necessarily always see the true him underneath. And occasionally he got misjudged, but I feel that was more about some of the crowd he sometimes hung around with as opposed to anything to do with him. He loved traveling, so his goals and his dreams were he loved traveling, he loved geography, he loved knowing about countries. I believe you would know him for being in the Scouts, Adventure Scouts or something like that, up until maybe the age of 12 or 13. And the name Christine may resonate around him as well. I feel without a connection, it's. If I can just leave his love with everyone here and say, listen out, please. I feel that somebody here will take a link somewhere. And I feel that you'll speak to a grandma. I feel that you'll speak to a grandma that I'm talking to. This message is for a grandma about her grandson. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you.
Well done, Lizzie. It did happen. Kelly, a couple of months ago, when Kelly was on here, had a message and she was like, I'm not sure, Claire. And I was like, just give it, it'll come out. And then, like I said, lovely Donna got a message and Rob and Donna got a message back saying that she was in America and she watched it on YouTube a bit later and was able to resonate with it all, the connections to Australia, and come back and said, I really believe this is for me. So I do sometimes find they like to leave little little postcards for the family members. I did link in with him as well. I also got a sense and a feeling of a skateboard with this individual, and I also got the name Matthew as well. So I don't know whether the accident was linked in with that, but I also got the name skate. I was like, I'm going to ignore it, and he kept going skateboard, 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 skateboard. I was like, right, I'll add that in there as well. Right, Lizzie. Have you had enough? Do you want to go again? Because you're doing absolutely amazing at the moment. I'm having a chilled out time. Here I
am. You go for it. I'll see if I can get anything, but you go for it if you've got anything, and then.
I don't know. I'll just ask somebody to rock up, really. That's what normally happens. I go, right, who's here? Right, let me see where I'm going. I want to go to, okay. I want to come to Michelle Harris, if that's all right. Michelle, if you're still about, my dear. Hello. I can see Michelle has gave you a well done, Izzy. Hello, Michelle. I'd like to come and work with you, if that's okay. I've got a lovely lady that comes in. And as she's coming in, she wants to make me feel like when she was at the dinner table, she'd always be sort of a little bit frustrated with the crumbs on a table. So that's the first thing she's doing. Not that I've got any crumbs on my table at the moment, but I've got that kind of, oh no, we can't have any crumbs. So she does give me that feeling that she was not a neat freak as such, but that's where she comes in now. She tells me that May is a significant month, her birthday, passing, her anniversary. What date? Sometimes dates come through, sometimes they don't, but she's given me the 14th. So either May the 14th would be resonate with you, or the 14th would be connecting to another month. She tells me this month is important as well. October being a significant month, birthday, passing, anniversary, and what other month? January. Sorry, their diary's not great up there. But so, Michelle, I know I need to give you May, October, and January as important months. Okay. I need to tell you as well that if it's not you, my lovely, it would be somebody else around you. Just needs a bit of a hug. I need to give you a hug, but I also feel like there's another lady around you that needs a hug. It's just a sense of a feeling that you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall, because it's like, I want to give you a mama bear hug. Because for some bizarre reason, thank you, M House, was like mama bear hug. We just love how spirit works. But she's telling me at the moment, Michelle, needing a bit of a mama bear hug, this lady's telling me. And she also makes me feel, as I said, she's saying about having to sort of hit your head against a brick wall. She's also talking to me about having to take a step back with an individual in your life. It's a little bit like, I don't know whether this is connecting to you being a carer of a young individual, or there's just somebody that you have some support with, because it's a little bit like I've got to guide them rather than instruct them. So there's a little bit more of coaxing around. So she's coming in sort of saying that it's count to 10 several times, apparently, she's telling me. Okay, what else? She's also talking to me about, we're going there, are we? I don't want to sing. Poor old Lizzie hasn't had to see me sing yet. Thank you, my friend Lisa. I had to. Okay, thank you. I've got to give you, here we go. Sorry, Lizzie. Should they make me do these things? I've got to go, tragedy. When the feeling's gone and you can't go on, it's tragedy. I've got to give you something, my mum. Oh, bless you. She's coming in here and she's giving me this, but we're doing steps. Come on, you come and watch me. If you're not going to sing, or at least see me doing dance moves, you know you're not having one of them nights with me. But she is giving me that tragedy when the feeling's gone. I'm waiting for you to join me, Lizzie. You've not meant to thank you very much. Don't make me look completely like I'm loopy-loo. But she is coming through because she's telling me about, she wants to give you that upliftment, Michelle. She wants to give you, okay, it's my son. And she's trying to give you that kind of boost. It is that kind of boost. And as you used to do, that kind of dance moves, and that's what she's coming in with. She's also talking to me about how there's been conversations around you, if it's not you, somebody around you that's been there we go, well, you now got me singing it, about the flooring. Somebody's been talking about getting the flooring here, so getting the flooring sorted out, because she's like, she likes that idea. So she's coming in and out of you to let you know, Michelle, that she's there to support you. She's there to help you. Now, she's given me an unusual name. I want to give you Maisie. So Maisie, for me, names I'm not as clever as Lizzie over there. Mine are upstairs or downstairs. I always joke there's never a basement in my little world. But I want to give you Maisie. So I don't know where Maisie fits in there, but I know I want to pass that over to you. But she is coming in to give you that upliftment. She's just saying, okay. She's like, it's doesn't matter what you do at the moment. It's the feeling of like, if you do one thing right, you feel like you're not doing anything right, because there's just this sense of feeling that actually, if I was to look at your life and go like, okay, thank you, Michelle. If I was to look and say, I'll be able to tell you, look, Michelle, you're doing so well here, and here, and I'll be able to tell you. But for you at the moment, she's saying it's a little bit like, well, I'll do one thing, but I didn't do another thing. There's always that feeling of not doing enough or doing, not doing enough. She's just saying, oh, thank you. I definitely would have got that one, but I'm going to go with that one. So thank you. But she's saying it's a bit like, if I was to say to you, look, you can't see that at the moment. She's coming through here. She's also laughing her head off about somebody that has had a conversation about cobwebs on the window. Now, if you're living in Essex, especially this side of Essex, Wickfordy side, the spiders are huge around here. Like Greyside, it used to be quite small, but you come over here, they're huge. And she's saying to me about how somebody doesn't like the spiders, but there's been a conversation going, but yeah, they get rid of the flies. So either you've had that conversation and you've had the battle on with it, they're good for us. They help us with like spiders and flies and things like that. But she's laughing with this one. What else is she? I need to give you the name Robert. Not our Rob, but I know I need to pass over Rob or Robert. There's also a birthday coming. She's telling me that she wants to celebrate because your picture all of a sudden turned into big balloons. So she's saying about that she's there for a birthday there. And she's, okay, thank you. She says, Michelle, I am always here to give you a hug. She may well be in the spirit world, but what I always say when I do my opening prayer, if you ever feel the feeling, the tingling sensation, it's to let you know she's in your energy. She's coming in. I also want to tell you that she strokes your hair. So that you might feel, not them spiders, but you might feel like a tingling sensation. It's not the spiders, it is her. And also she says, yes, she was at the end of your bed. If it's not you, it will be somebody who will have said to you, I felt like mum or nan was at the end of the bed. Because she said, I was at the end of the bed. And that cowboys stay for Halloween, the spiders are big. Excellent. And she's saying she was at the end of the bed. She does sit at the end of the bed. And there's two things I like about spirit. Well, there's one I like about spirit and one I don't like. One, it's nice and warm up there. And that's what I do like. So the sense of feeling of not being cold. So she doesn't need to worry about having cold feet, feeling cold or anything like that, because it's nice and warm up there. However, she's also telling me that there's no cups of tea up there, which, to be honest, then I'm not ready, because I love a cup of tea. And if it's not Yorkshire tea bags up there, I'm in a pickle. So we've got a bit of a double whammy there. It's nice and warm, and that sense of feeling of being warmth and cuddles and support. And also warm because I'm chilly mortal, but also then there's no cups of tea. So tea must have featured, or at least coffee, featured in her life for you. But Michelle, she's got your back. Her hair has her hair print down. She's got your back and she will always be there. She has not left you and she has sat at the end of the bed. And I need to give you Victoria. If it's not Victoria, then it'll be Victoria Spongecake, because they love to give me a bit of food whilst we're on spirit. So Michelle, I'm going to send her all the love. She's just to say I'm here. I think you're doing a wonderful job. Please don't beat yourself up. You are doing an amazing job, and she's here to support you. And with that, I'm going to close her connection down and say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. And say thank you very much. Lizzie, back over to you, my dear.
Lovely, thank you. That was lovely, that. I have a lady that's joined me, and I think the surname Wilson may resonate around her. She has, I think, dark black hair. I think there might be some grey going through it as she got towards older, but black hair is what comes to mind. Quite short and quite straight. Maybe a bit of a wave, but quite straight black hair. I can't tell how high she is. I probably want to put her as being a size 12, size 14, that sort of build. And she's come through wearing blue, in case blue is relevant. I've just changed my mind. I thought it was the mum's side. I'm just going to change my mind and put her on the dad's side of the family. But I do feel that somewhere around her, the surname. Okay, I'm going to give 3 names because I'm not sure about any of them now. I'm going to say either Wilson, a Margaret, or a Susan that I feel will be relevant to her somewhere. Is that meaning anything to anyone, please? I do feel I'm going up a generation. I want to say about it being. I keep changing my mind again. I want to say dad's side. Brother-in-law's sister just passed. Does the description match for you as well, please, Angie? She feels to be quite a quiet lady, quite a reserved lady. Life had some struggles for her. Life had some struggles. Okay, might got a couple then. Okay, at times she would have had low moods, and the world at times just felt quite a difficult place for her, is how I'm going to say it. She was somebody who liked her own company as well. I'm just being given a goldfish, if a goldfish means anything. She's somebody who likes her own company, and I see a library. She liked reading. In fact, she tells me that she liked nothing more than on a winter's day to pull the door shut and to sit there quietly in front of a warm radiator or a fire and read a book. Knitting. I mean, knitting may be around there somewhere as well. Are you still with me there, Angie? Or who have I got? Angie or Judy? I don't feel that she made massively old bones. I feel that I'm not going to put her as being anything older than 70. So again, I want to go between a 50 and a 70. And I feel that there may have been something around her stomach area that took her to spirit. No, let me change that. She either went with stomach area with spirit, or she lived with gastric problems, IBS or that sort of thing during her time on Earth. Again, I hear the name Sue. Sue being around her, and the name Caroline being around her somewhere as well. You may take a Sue or Caroline. Thank you. Oh.
You look like you've got a double link here, girl.
Okay, so let's see. Okay. Does teaching resonate at all? Because I want to talk about a school or teaching of some sort. So I believe she either loved education or she was a teacher of some sort. If that splits the link for me at all. She was somebody who had very broad shoulders and very stoic. That's the word I want to use, stoic. In terms of she didn't grumble, she didn't complain, she yeah, if I'm with you then, Angie, I think I'm with you then, Angie. So thank you for that. So she was very stoic. She didn't complain, and yeah, I'm being made to think of junior schools at the moment. And in fact, I feel inspired to say that was where she felt the most comfortable, actually, is talking to little kids, because little kids would be very normal and they would be very natural, and you didn't get any lies, you didn't get any bones about them. They just gave you as it is, and that's why she loved teaching. She loved opening up kids' eyes and minds. And in fact, I feel inspired to say that actually she preferred the company of kids because they were more open and honest with her, and just she could be herself, and she didn't have to pretend to be anything other than who she was, and just laugh and enjoy the company. And I feel that actually education inspired her. She seems to be showing me. When teachers are going back a lot of years for me now, but teachers would do the big old A2 bits of paper and you'd stick on loads of stuff. I was never going to be a teacher. In terms of sticking a load of stuff and pasting it up on the wall, I do feel I'm in that sort of. She had her classroom and that was her crown, her throne, as it were. And that was where she could be creative. That was where she could bring stories to life, I feel. I want to be talking about stories coming to life. The magic of life, where you could pretend to put a hat on your head and pretend to be it was a crown, that sort of thing. And that was the kind of the magic of life that she had when she was younger. She might have lost the shine of it as she got older, but that was the magic of life. That how life should be is a feeling I'm getting from her. Let's play make believe. Let's play pretend. I'm asking her about her life out of school, and she shows me lots of fields and parks. So I believe that walking would have been her thing as well. Yeah, I can take this. Yeah, I can feel that from her. Because adults would sway the truth. A kid would tell you exactly how it was, and I feel that's why she loved working with the young uns. I forget which names I've given when I've given them. Did I give you the name Robert? The name Rob or Robert is being given to me. And Doug or Douglas is just being given to me as well. I'm asking her if she has anything she wants to bring. She seems to be appearing with a chocolate cake. So if I can offer you a chocolate cake, if there's a memory around that, it's chocolate cake with sprinkles on it. So again, this is either going to be a gift for you, or this is about maybe it's your birthday or some sort of anniversary coming up, but she's offering a cake for the occasion. And I feel I'm also going to talk about a gold necklace, a thin, thank you, a thin gold necklace here, and it had a little cross on it. I feel I want to talk about a necklace with a cross on it. Not a big cross, just a little one. That I think was in, she wore it a lot. I think my human mind is now kicking in, but I'm going to offer what's coming to it, which is I feel that she had a quiet belief in religion, a quiet faith, and that's what kept her through some of the ups and downs of life, a bit like hills that you walk up and down. And I feel there's just a quiet belief in, not sure about spirit, not sure about spiritualism, but a quiet belief in spirituality. Very kind lady, very kind. Oh, she wasn't more religious than I've let her have then. So I can feel the spirituality from her. Maybe in that case, I'm not going to make it fit, but let me offer it. It's then that she had the quiet belief that was the core that was going underneath, as opposed to she didn't necessarily need to talk about it as much. Maybe I'll offer it that. Hopefully I didn't just make that fit. I feel that's all I'm picking up. I feel my energy's dropping there now. But if I can offer her love to you, please. And peas. Sorry, I've just seen some peas. bird's eye peas, if I can offer you some bird's eye peas. So thank you for working with me. Thank you.
Well done, Lizzie. Super well done. If everybody can give a massive virtual cheer to Lizzie, super well done. And we have actually come to the end of the evening. Lizzie, you are a cracker. You really are. It's been amazing working with you. Your voice, I love your accent. Honestly, I'm just sitting there listening to you. I said, I could listen to your voice all day. You've got such a lovely accent as well. Better than us common Essex girls. But it's lovely to work with you. So, Lizzie, just remind us, where can we find you?
Occasionally in a church, occasionally on an online Zoom. And my website is lizziewildwood.co.uk, I think it is.
That right. Rob can find it for us. So please check out Lizzie. Like I said, she is a working medium. She said herself that she's only just really got onto the circuit. So hopefully we'll be seeing Lizzie a lot more. So it'd be absolutely amazing to see Lizzie. So I want to again say a super well done, Lizzie, because I do appreciate online mediumship is a little bit different. It feels a bit different. The connection's still there from the spirit world, but it's obviously a little bit different. And Facebook for me now feels really slow after working on TikTok, and that's really fast. So it can. You've also got to work with the fact that you've got that delay there as well. So it is a great way when it comes to working with your energies. A massive thank you to everybody that's come on this evening for sending your positive energy and vibes. For those who had readings, thank you for feeding back and supporting Lizzie. If you want to know who's on next month, you better come and follow us then. Hey, so come and follow Thundersley Presents, and you'll be able, well, Thundersley's church, you'll be able to come and then find out who is next week. But also, if you come on as well, you'll get to see the divine service that Thundersley has continued throughout the last few years. It obviously started down with the wonderful COVID, and 5 years on, they are still going strong, delivering messages on the digital platform. So if you've never been to a divine service, or the word divine service might make you feel a little bit like, oh, why not come along to Thundersley divine services on Sundays? You get to see how churches work, and then you also get your evening of mediumship as well. It's a great way to see how divine services are. In the meantime, if you want to, by all means, you can come and find me. Those that know me, you know where I am. But if you want to come and find me, if you just type in Heavenly Sprinkles, you'll see this mug on the picture. You know it's me. I will be back again. Remember, Thundersley Presents is the first Wednesday of every month. We are back in action after the summer break. So we will be Rob and I'll be looking forward to you. And again, a massive well done to Lizzie for everything that you've done this evening. You really, truly have done wonderful. And please remember to like, share and follow this beautiful page, because we are all here about supporting spirit and supporting yourselves. And Lizzie, I'm going to say, that's what I'll say bye-bye now to everybody. And say bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Rob, and thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you.
Speak to you later. Bye, everybody.